Hey guys, welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We're just going to continue on with our adventure. First, let's get through this mobility check. Failed. Finally succeeded, okay. Fine. Let's go into stealth. Let's also adjust our positioning. The other thing we need to talk about is the level ups. Didn't really have much to do for Stooge himself. He just had some skill... They call it skills? Yeah, just some skill check improvements. Camellia did get protective luck, so we'll put that on here. And that was basically it other than the skills. And then I think our wolf, I don't remember if our wolf had a level up or not. I think it did, but if it did, it was just yeah, it looks like it did. It was just some of the skill level ups as well, so that's all good. Save it here. The spider over here. Can we charge? Yes, we can.
They will break against our resolve.
I'll cut you wide open.
Hey, nice. Maybe you're doing some nice damage there. We should probably heal up Sealer a bit. Yeah, we'll use the potions. That should be fine. Let's save it here. Okay. Loot this. Loot this corpse as well. Let's get through this mobility check as well. Okay. That was successful.
Godspeed.
Let's go into stealth mode again. Let's charge in with our wolf.
Yet another obstacle.
Decent start. Okay, come on, let's get the kill. Perfect. Alright. That was good. Loot. Not sure what that is. Wand of Cure Light Wounds. That's going to be really nice. Okay, I think that's all here. So let's go through back into the room.
Let us press on.
Onto the main path, I guess. Charging to be done, I think.
We stand.
Oh, Sealer can't charge either. Okay, never mind then. It's fine. All attack the same enemy. Okay. Pretty good so far.
The light. Take you.
Perfect. Okay. That was good. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Let's all go into stealth again. Should probably quick save it here.
I found a...
Right. We have some enemies here, so let's
I'll tear your
throw it out.
Okay, that's good. Killed the main enemy, I suppose. Good, good. Perfect. Okay. Had no other injuries or poisons or anything, so that's good.
I was never good at stealth, but
Let's keep pushing forward. Okay, no voice acting here it seems. Okay, Wendua glances at Lan, who is fixing his slip bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you, don't show the light of heaven to Sull. Lan is sure that the light should be shown to the Mongrels. Lan. Wendua grimaces and a guttural, husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered the Mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness. That we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves and another to fight in the shield maze. Wendua leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge, it's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you and soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. Wendua looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again, and it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters bursts into the maze with no idea where they're going, all because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sull is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them, or whatever's left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way out to the surface. I'll think about it. Let's go. Wendua nods. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Interesting turn of events. Okay. This looks like the end of it, so we'll have to go to Neathholm.
Our path leads on.
Okay, this is a mongrel hideout, so we don't have to... I don't think we need to stealth or anything. Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyeless fish while others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. A heavy-set aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way toward you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataract, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplandish, eh? End times are upon us indeed. Chief Sull, we found the angel sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Land points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel's sword together with the light of heaven are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive, we can go save them. Sull raises his hand with ragged broken fingernails. Ah, Land, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Sull eyes you up and down, an uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Land trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Land? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Okay. Dialogue options for mythic paths. That should be fine. I think that's just saying that we can choose these options that are directly related to the mythic path. So Wenduag stares at you intently like a cat watching a bird and shakes her head in warning. Is there someone else from the surface here? Sull points off to the side. There he is, hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Sull laughs but quickly returns to business. Not good. Too many uplanders. Not good. Not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you, not you to us. We are going lawful good, and we are going the angel mythic path. So I guess we have to choose Land Speaks the Truth. Heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command, bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare, transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is salty. Sull is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it's true, the angel did not forsake us, no. He came back from the dead. He came to save our children. Land gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Wenduag hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. We have the blessing of the angels. We will survive and help the young tribesmen. Idiot, you see a bright light and now you think even the maze is no match for you? You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least, but one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of a Land, but we're Neithers. We're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes, but they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Land. Wait, uplandish. Rest in a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. Chief, understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Wenduag only grits her teeth in silence. Combat victories, that's fine. When a character gains a level, they can get new feats, learn new spells and skills. That's fine. Okay. You can see on the map that there is stuff for us to loot. Let's do that. Okay, we'll loot here too.
I will guide us.
That looks like it. Let's continue on down this way. August Gorm, okay. Ah, a human face at last, and there I thought that I'd be gazing upon the twisted visages of the troglodytes for the rest of my life. Tell us how you really feel about these people. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises, and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is August Gorm. Yes, that Gorm. You no doubt have heard of me if you've spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived in the city then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived, and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabras. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Gorm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city, I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You have August Gorm to thank for that. How did you end up here? For a moment, August's eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returns to you. Like everyone else, down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from this settlement. Although I must say that when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes, but they turned out to be decent chaps. Frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. You don't speak very kindly of the Mongrels even though they saved your life. Pah, kind words are for people with hours to fritter away on pleasantries. August Gorm speaks his mind, and he pays for services rendered not with the kind words but with hard coin. I gave the Mongrels my dagger in exchange for the help. Its handle is worth more than the whole village. What kind of business proposition? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. Are you a medium or some kind of an oracle? It's not my field of expertise, but I can see that although you don't wear any divine symbols, you do have divine power. Don't worry, I'm not one of the inquisitors from Hulrun's gang. I don't care about such things. What matters for me is the reliability of my potential companion. You are strong, it will be no trouble to you, but I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends among the Canabras elite. Let's go for 2,000 gold. Why not 10,000 or 100? No, let's not be miserly. Let's say 1,000,000. My initial offer was a king's ransom. You've likely never seen so much gold in your life. It's non-negotiable. I said 1,000. That's my final offer. Oof. Brutal. Needed 7 or higher and we got a 3. Let's go money first. I would gladly pay in advance, but all my wealth is up on the surface. Fear not, the word of a Gorm is worth more than platinum. Ask anyone. August Gorm has never reneged on a deal. Fine, I'll take the deal then. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the village. That's fine. We have to go. Go on, don't forget our agreement. When you find the way up, be sure to tell me. Okay? Could get a bit more cash out of him, which is a bit unfortunate. But it is what it is. Also, reading out the dialogue for Chief Sull was a bit of a challenge with, I guess, with that lisp. Not used to reading like that. Okay, more loot. Okay, so August Gorm is over here. Let's talk to Anivia. This tragedy may not have happened if you'd spent less time surveilling honest citizens and more time tracking the real spies of demon worshippers. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists, then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. August and Anivia sit some distance apart, sniping at one another in an idle fashion that testifies to their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. What's the bad blood between you two about? It's an old matter. Miss Tirabade here had the notion of spying on me, then of rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist? Cultists don't tend to look like cultists, you know? That's kind of the whole problem. And you, Mr. Guam, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all the rigmarole with middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade? Don't you see? I have a reputation to uphold, one that I value most highly. August Worm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see that its defenders, my defenders, were well-fed, healthy, and well-armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming every sponger, leech, and parasite in the city. I appreciate your help for the crusade. No jokes, you're an alright bloke, but carrying on secret dealings in a city that's teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. Anivia, how's the leg? Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and I'll be right as rain, so I'm waiting. What do you think is happening in the city now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Discari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. Can you hold off on writing our obituaries just yet? The city's full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone's throw from Nerosian. I think our people will hold on long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. This ain't Discari's home turf. He's gonna have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. What do you think of the Mongrels? I thought they were just a story, the sort of thing drunks in the taverns would come out with. Now I discover that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are most unfortunate, with their faces and their minds so deformed. It's a miracle they're even alive. Part that boggles my mind is that they're the descendants of the first Crusaders. All these years they've been living beneath our feet in caves and in the dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. To what end? The people of Canabras would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Halrun would have had them tossed on the pyre en masse. Whatever the ills of this place, it is their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? What are you going to do when you get back to the surface? I'm going to go home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see if it's still standing or if I am now homeless. I'm going to find Irabeth. She's my wife and the leader of the Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Canabras to fall. We have to go. Go on then, and don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find some people still alive up there. Take care of yourself. Okay. Let's see. Dyra. Let's loot this stuff here. You there. Tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling, smiles broadly at you, showing off a double row of small sharp teeth. You, from the surface, you must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dyra, let's trade. Who are you? The people round here call me all sorts. Dyra the Hoarder, Dyra the Coin, Dyra the City Girl, like that's a bad thing, haha. I troll the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coins. Got no coins? Forget what money is? Well, then I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade with me? because all the people here are no better than animals now. Dyra yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues, "Our forefathers lived in this city, like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades, but I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. They've all forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots and go on about the feats of the crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coins and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk." Alright, let's trade. Let's see. Let's do bulk selling first. I think that's actually pretty decent. Don't really need anything else. What else is it? What does the store have? Thick pads. Definitely don't have enough cash for this. And never mind. We're not going to be able to pick that up either. Alright, let's just do the deal. And we'll move on. Okay, more stuff to sell. Our resting thing. Quick save it here. Okay. Okay, there's something else down here that we didn't pick up. Even further down, apparently. Okay, there we go. Mutated fish. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Okay, save the game. Probably a good time to rest. Let's just check this stuff. Need to rest in the hut, that's fine. Day of the city. We didn't have time to do the third thing, that's fine. Okay, let's rest. The messenger returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone there. I warned Anivia and that old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time, there's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Everything's going to plan, but one thing's bothering me. Wenduag's gone. All the tribes, so a whole army is marching on the maze then? By Mongrel standards, yes, but don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do any damage with one. What do you think happened to Wenduag? I don't know, she was always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us, no matter how hard she tries to deny it. What about Anivia and Horgus? Are we just going to leave them here? Once we've cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anivia's in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out a red carpet all the way to the exit. Still, are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? And nods. There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and then came back. The chief back then, he found it and filled it in to stop anybody else going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. There were other passages, but they're far from here, and with all these earthquakes, who knows what condition they're in now. So our best bet is the maze. If it doesn't lead anywhere, then we can consider our next move. We're not going to do the evil thing. Let's go. There's no time to lose. Let's go, but before we do, thank you. I was so happy. I forgot to thank you before, but you've done something no one else has in a long time. You've given the Mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we're worth something, now that we have the power of the angels on our side. It won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones, hopefully. Let's go through the main gate. The straight road is the shortest. Okay, we did the rest in the hut. Sealer is looking like she's good to go. Don't think we need to do anything else anymore, so let's just move forward. Another mongrel there, that's fine, and caves at the shield maze. We've saved it there, so let's move forward. Okay, formation, that's fine. Devoured by darkness is done, so storm the shield maze, okay. That's fine. Let's keep moving forwards.
Defeat is not an option.
Hopefully we don't take any poisons or damage. Another miss is nice. Oh, got a trip. Perfect. Nice. Skin it. Nope, failed it. Okay, save it here. The tribes are gathering. Soon we will attack. How long can we wait? The other tribes haven't turned up yet. We're going to wait for them just another while longer. Knowing Sull, the preparations will take the best part of a day. Let's go take a look in the maze ourselves and see what's what. Okay. Leave it here. Stealth up.
We will prevail.
Okay, saw us. That's fine. Okay, come on, let's get some kills. If we can. I don't think we have Anivia helping us anymore. Nah. And we also don't have Wenduag helping us too, so things are a little bit tougher. Okay, well there's nothing else to do, so let's squeeze through.
I am helpful, am I not?
Bas relief of Baphomet, Demon Lord, Lord of the Minotaurs, and Lord of the Labyrinth. Okay. Right, that's it. There's nothing else here really. Okay, well, I guess we've reached the shield maze, so this is probably a good time to end the episode. In the next episode, we'll obviously get started with the shield maze. I'm not sure how many episodes that's going to take, but we'll see how that goes. I'll also do Sealer's level up in between, and then we'll do another recap. But yeah, it's time to get to the good part of the game now, where we're gonna get into a good amount of combat, so that's something to really look forward to. But in any case, thanks a lot for joining me for this video, and hope you enjoyed it. And in the next episode, as I said, we'll get started with the shield maze and progress from there. So hope to see you then, and I hope you all have a great day.